No, the Latvian military is not purchasing swords for combat. Thankfully, things haven't gotten that bad yet. However, the country's defense ministry is planning to buy parade/ceremonial swords for its officers, and it's a deal that's causing some controversy due to the price of the contract at a time when there are more pressing defense priorities. We take a look at what's going on in today's video. So according to findings from Latvian public broadcaster LSM, the government is budgeting up to 900,000 euros for ceremonial swords, though it may not spend the entire amount. The current cost of these swords is 600 euros, and so doing the math, we can see that the plan could see the purchase of up to 1,500 swords. The plan is to make this purchase over a period of 4 years, from 2026 to 2030. LSM says that the actual amount to be spent on the procurement will depend on the number of swords ordered by the National Armed Forces in a given year. And so it's not envisaged to use the entire maximum amount of the contract at once. Nonetheless, once word got out about the deal, it came under heavy criticism, with many wondering if this money could be spent on other things that would directly improve the country's national defense capabilities. Being rather cheeky about the whole thing, Latvia's finance minister said in an interview that the Ministry of Defense should look very carefully at the idea, adding, "I'm not an expert, but I think that if we look at the modern battlefield, these are not the most effective weapons." Now, anyone who's served in almost any military in the world will know that swords do indeed play an important ceremonial role, and this is what some government officials are emphasizing in their defense of the budget item. The president of Latvia said in a press conference that the National Armed Forces are not only about equipment and training, but also about traditions, which have a long and important history. Defense Minister Andris Spruds adds that the tradition of officers is important and honorable, but the costs should be carefully assessed and reduced, adding that the priority at the moment should be to strengthen combat capabilities. It was actually Spruds that halted the deal and ordered an evaluation of the specifications and the volumes of the procurement. The minister stresses that the amount budgeted for the procurement of officers' parade swords is not proportionate. Spruds has also ordered an evaluation of the items in the centralized procurement plan in order to avoid any costs that are not related to strengthening Latvia's defense capabilities. "My priority is and will remain responsible investment in the defense sector," the minister said. That's really all there is to the story in our short video. Officers' swords are indeed an important part of ceremony and tradition, but it's unfortunate that this purchase is coming at a time where defense spending is on the rise as a means to deter aggressive action by Russia. The materials and craftsmanship of these items probably justifies their value. Furthermore, if these are locally sourced and potentially supporting small business, then it certainly has economic value. There's also the unfortunate fact that government contracts are often seen as a pathway to getting rich quickly, and contractors can sometimes take advantage of a country's relatively deep pockets. So perhaps added scrutiny and evaluation is a good thing. But, well, there's no doubt that the purchase of ceremonial swords is simply bad optics for the current state of geopolitics and the race to build up a credible military. But what do you think of this semi-controversial purchase? Is it something that should be changed or cancelled? What do you think of the approximate price per sword? Let us know by leaving a comment.